Today we're going back to school. Hello everyone. We're starting off the fall season and we're starting it off with using the cutest bento box, and we are going to be making 3 back to school lunch ideas. Obviously, you know, these are great for also like work, adults, anybody really. I think if anything are actually geared a little bit more towards adults, because I was just thinking if I were going back to school right now, like when I was in college and grad school, I always pack my lunch, like what would I want to be bringing? So I'm really excited to share these with you, and I'll have this bento box linked down below if you want to order it, and let's make some boxes. Let me just really quickly, before we start making our box, just show you what's inside this box. So it has 4 compartments, and this can come out to make this just like one big compartment. So we'll change it up for each recipe. I just love the white and the gold detailing. And then with each recipe, you're gonna get a little dip or something. So for the charcuterie board, we have jam in here. And I also got these on Amazon. They're just like the perfect little jars for bringing salad dressings and stuff. So I will also have those linked down below for you. But I just think like having these cute little things, these little accessories for something you could use every day makes packing your lunch so much more fun and exciting. So this first box is going to be the easiest box to make because there is going to be no cooking required for this one. We just have to cut a few things up. Starting off with a bell pepper that has kind of some disgusting seeds in there. What the heck is that? When you are making things for your bento box or any lunch box, you got to think about the size of it. So don't forget, you know, don't make things like longer than the biggest compartment of your box, you know, because then they're not going to fit. I think, let's see. I think I'll do like these little pieces like this. I'm going to use 2 different kinds of vegan cheeses. You can use one if you want. So I have these like cheddar style slices, and then I have the Miyoko's classic chive, and I'll just cut a few pieces. Actually, I think I will do something fun with the slice of the cheddar cheese. Something that's really cute that you could do is take a cookie cutter and make little shapes. So I'll just like cut out a few little flowers. Oh, look how cute. I think if you're packing lunch for your kids, this is something that's really, really fun to do. So then we have this slice like this, and then we can just cut it carefully, also in 4s. And then they have like the cutest, and if something breaks, whatever, then what are you gonna do? You get a snack. But then they have these like cute little fun pieces of cheese to eat. We could just cut, like I said, this is a softer cheese, but I think if we could just cut a few little pieces like this, and we could throw it in there. So something you may notice is I did take the compartment out from right here, so we have a nice big area to work with for our charcuterie board area. I have 2 vegan meats that I'm going to use. This is the Mia plant-based prosciutto, and then I have some Tofurky. I like the hickory roasted one. I'll start off with 4 pieces of the prosciutto. Now, of course, me being me, I want to try to make this look as cute and fancy and actually charcuterie board like as I can. So I'll give these guys a little roll up here. I'm just rolling them onto themselves like this. And I gotta open the Tofurky, and if you've ever opened a package of Tofurky, then you know it's one of the worst things to have to open. Tofurky, I love you, but why can we not come up with some better packaging? 4 pieces of the Tofurky, but I'm going to fold it a little differently. I'm gonna do like a fold over and a fold over, like a fold and a fold, so we get a quarter. I'll layer those there too with the other meat. Those are in there, cute. Look how fun this is already looking. Then I think I'll do a row of bell pepper. Next we'll get those cheeses in there. So I'll just kind of like I'll layer these cut ones first here. Do these little chunky guys here. That is adorable. I do have some pepper left. Let me see if maybe actually, what I really want is to get this more elevated because I'm going for an aesthetic. I think I'm gonna put a little bit of pepper under here as well, actually. Put these here. This way they'll sit higher up. Food styling 101. Yeah, that's better. That's better. You know, the point is that you can have fun with this. This is supposed to be like cute and fun. so that when you open up your lunch, you're like, oh, I'm having the best lunch ever. Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna do some nuts. I'm going with pistachios. I'm gonna use these crackers. They're from the Humble Seed. They got sent to me. They're really nice. They are grain-free and they're made with seeds. And then, you know, you can dip these crackers in the jam. You can make little sandwiches with it if you want. And now look at this lunch. Oh, it's so cute. I think this is just like the cutest thing ever. This would have made me so happy if these were my lunches when I was back in school. And I love it because you get the jam on the side and it's great, you know, dip it in whatever you want. And it just is like one of those really fun, it's just fun. I knew this was gonna probably be my favorite one. Even though we haven't made the other ones yet, I had a feeling that I was gonna be pretty excited about this one. So let's see if box number 2 can follow this up. First, I'm just going to take my hash browns. I'm going to throw those in the oven. These are called baby cakes. Oh, these are cute. Okay, these are not really tater tots. That's fine though. I don't care. Just some form of a potato. So I'll throw a few of them down. We'll do 5. And doesn't everyone just have that kind of beat to crap pan in their house? It's the best pan for cooking. So I'll throw these in the oven. I have some tofu. This is super firm tofu. Ideally, I actually like to use extra firm, but it's fine. We'll use super firm for this. Not a big deal. This pan isn't hot yet, so that's why I could do this. Be careful if your pan is already hot. Just gonna crumble this up with my hands. Now, right into here, I have some spinach. We'll throw that in so that can wilt. This is 20 grams of spinach. I'm also gonna throw in about 12 grams of vegan cheese. This will help to cook into it and make it creamy. For seasonings, we're gonna do a sprinkle of turmeric. When you use turmeric, you have to use black pepper because it aids in the absorption of all the goodness of the turmeric. Nutritional yeast, a little bit, that's good. Get your B vitamins in there. I'll add a little bit of salt, olive oil spray. That's it. Now we just let this cook up. I love tofu scramble, it's so good. At this point, the tofu scramble is basically done. You should notice it's a lot more yellow in color. It's more egg-like looking. The spinach is wilted, so it only takes a few minutes to cook up. This protein yogurt is something that I've just become pretty much obsessed with lately, and I want any excuse to make it. So basically, we're gonna take 80 grams, just about 1/3 of a cup of vegan Greek-style yogurt. I like the Kite one. Chocolate pudding mix because pudding is vegan friendly. Jello is not, but pudding is. So then we're gonna add in 15 grams of that. Oh, come on, get to 15. There we go. 15 grams of chocolate protein powder. I like the dimetized one, so that's what I use. Any plant-based protein powder that you like. Now you're just going to mix it up. Just be gentle at first because there's a lot of powder in there, but the yogurt will absorb it. So just be gentle. Eventually, after mixing for a little bit, you should get this thick, moussey sort of texture. And don't be afraid to give yourself a little arm workout and just mix it all together. But this is so good. I just love the texture. And it's great. You're getting in a little bit of extra protein there, so this is good to go. I have a tortilla right here. This is just a flour tortilla, and we're gonna take our tofu scramble. Look how beautiful that looks. So delicious. We're gonna do our best to get it all in there. This is always the moment of truth. Can you roll this wrap up? Will it cooperate? We got it. I'm gonna leave it wrapped for a few minutes so the heat of the tofu scramble will kind of just help it seal up before I cut into it. The last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna prepare our black beans. So I have some drained out black beans right here. There's a little liquid in them, but not too much. And I'm gonna keep this super simple. We're just gonna add some taco seasoning in here. Give it a mix, so then we just have these little seasoned beans. Super easy. And now we're pretty much done and we can assemble our box. All right, first let's get our wrap. Look, I cut it in a diagonal. So cute. We'll pop it up, standing up just for the sake of presentation. Back here, I'm gonna put my black beans. And this one, I'm gonna pop the chocolate pudding into there. Come on, come on. This is thick and moussey. Spread it out a little bit in its little compartment. We'll do our little tater tot baby hash brown things. Adorable. This is gonna get packaged with a little bit of ketchup. So you could dip, you could pour, you know, whatever you wanna do. Our little breakfast box is all done. Oh my goodness, isn't it just so cute? I love it. We have a lot of nice things in here. The beans, the tofu scramble, the little baby cakes, the black beans, the, I said beans already, I meant to say the protein pudding mousse thing. So a really, really yummy, nourishing one. Like I said, I would pair this with ketchup, or you could do hot sauce, whatever you like. And this one is so yummy, so good. We're gonna start by taking tofu and we're gonna cut it into 8 cubes. Or, well, let me see, maybe more than that. Okay, yeah, so it'll be 16 cubes total. We're gonna pan fry these and then coat them in buffalo sauce to make our little buffalo skewers. I'm gonna pop these in my pan and I'm gonna hit them with a little spray of oil. And I'm just gonna cook these on the stove for a few minutes till they get really nice and crispy. While I let the tofu do its thing, to go on our skewers, we're also gonna put some carrots and tomato and celery. So I'm gonna take some baby carrots and I'm gonna just cut them in half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Okay, cute. So those are all prepped for making our skewers. To make sure that I had little mini skewers, you can definitely buy them, but I just actually took skewers and cut them. In the meantime, I'm gonna cut up some fruit. Guys, look at this strawberry. Look at how, oh my gosh, come back over here, Peach. What are you doing? Rolling away. Look at this strawberry. Look at how weird that is. Maybe I'll cut the strawberries into like thirds. I wanna make sort of like a little fruit salad to put in there. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. I don't know where I know that from. I feel like my little brother, like when I was little, he would sing it, but I don't know what it's from. I hear my tofu starting to sizzle, so that's good. We'll check on that in a second. I love all these colors. It's gonna be another beautiful box. All right, tofu is looking good. I'll give it a toss around. You can see it's getting crispy. Guys, I don't advise you do this. I cook with my hands all the time. It's so dangerous, don't do this. During my editing process, I realized I had some microphone and audio problems. So I cooked the tofu up until it was crispy, and then I always turn the heat off before I add in my buffalo sauce. I'm using the Frank's Red Hot buffalo sauce because if I have the heat on, it'll like splash all the vinegar up in your eyes when you pour it on. So I let it off for a few minutes, let it kind of absorb it, and then I turn it back on and just let it cook up until it's crispy. And at this point, I was starting to assemble my box. I started recording the box without actually recording it. I thought I hit record, but I didn't. A lot of technical difficulties. So I put my fruit in. This was just some frozen Trader Joe's wild rice blend. So we're going to add that into the box. And then it was time to make the skewers. So I started out like really good, right? I was like, here's my tomato. So cute. Here's my little piece of celery. We're going strong here. And then things went awry with the carrot. So I went to put it on and it just was like not working. So I was like, okay, I'm going to put my tofu on here. And I put the tofu, and then I was like, okay, let's try the carrot again. And I just couldn't get it to go like up the skewer. So I did abandon the carrot idea after this, and I couldn't even get the carrot off. I literally had to bite the skewer to get this carrot off. I was really struggling here. So don't do the carrot, just stick to the celery and the tomato. You can put carrots on the side if you want to munch on them. And yeah, here's where like all the technical difficulties were occurring, but we got it figured out, and I just assembled the rest of my skewer. So I ended up doing 4 pieces of tofu per skewer, 2 pieces of celery, and 2 tomatoes, and that gave me 4 adorable little skewers. Our box is almost done. I'm gonna pop in this last little skewer. Oh my goodness, how adorable are these? Okay, I'm going to add into this little compartment lupini beans. If you've never had lupini beans, you've either A, never been on this channel because I'm obsessed with lupini beans, or I don't know, you're just missing out. Pour some. Pour them in here. All right, so we got our third and final box, the buffalo tofu skewers. Oh, this one's so pretty. I love all the colors in here. And of course we got the vegan ranch dip. Of course, I also feel like I've said this about every box, that like every box is so pretty, but like they are so pretty. They're so cute. I hope that this video helped you. I hope it helped you think about lunch like in a different way, you know, how to come up with some fun recipes. I love lunchtime. It's like my favorite little break just in that middle of the day when I really need it. So I hope these inspired you. There's going to be no blog post for these recipes. Everything will just be in the description box down below. And of course, always feel free to customize these. These are kind of just suggestions, just to provide inspiration and just to give you ideas. I'm so happy to be back doing fall recipes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon with another video. Bye!